Back up.
Okay.
Say back up on the seniors.
Well, good morning. It's a bit hot in here, so everyone will just have to pretty much suck it up. Guess what today's topic is? Woo! Who said party? No. Will. Okay. Alright. So, does anybody know what circulate means?
It's what we don't have with air in this room.
Correct, actually. Anyone else got it? Yes, Will.
Teachers move around the classroom, don't stay on spot.
Perfect. To move around, the definition is to move around as from person to person or place to place. To move around or flow freely as air. So there you go, you've made the connection. See, it does tie in with the cartoon because of that, it circulates, it's the air. Alright, this room actually is not set up exactly how I would have liked it to be today, and so I had to pretty much change my lesson plan. But that's okay, that's okay. We can deal with this. So what I'll do is not only demonstrate what circulating is, it's basically the what, when, hows and who's and all that sort of business. So, make sure as a teacher you are able to walk around the room. As you can see, there's a problem already, which I will address later. But for now, what I'd like to do is just go to a question. I want you to think about this. Why do you think it's important, and it is very important, for a teacher to circulate within the classroom setting? Yes, Sally?
Classroom management.
Yes. Any other suggestions?
Yes. Helps build relationships with students.
Absolutely. Yes.
It helps you to keep an eye on what the students are actually doing. You
Yes.
can assess them as you go.
Yeah, absolutely. Any more?
Let your students track you, so your students will be tracking you as you're moving. So it's
That's actually a really good point. Really good point. It's letting, and also just on that, it's letting the students know whose classroom it is. This is why this scenario isn't exactly ideal, because I can't go past a certain point and I really need to. So we'll just assume that I have walked, as I've been talking this morning, I have actually walked around the classroom, greeted, maybe a tap on the shoulder, greeted the kids, just get my hands out sort of thing as I'm walking past. It's very important to engage with the students. But it's also letting the kids know it's my room. And if I want to walk around my room, I'll walk around it. It's my room, I own it, not you guys. Okay? Great scenario. It wasn't probably the best situation, but good example is, see all these bags on the floor? As a teacher, what problems could that pose as a teacher? If it's my room and I don't have access,
Tripping hazard?
not only a tripping hazard, what are some things the kids may be thinking though? Like,
It could be barricaded out.
you've hit the correct word there, barricade. If the kids have built barricades around themselves, as a teacher, you can't get to the kids. So you have to then ask them for what?
Permission.
Correct. You have put them in a place of, yeah. And whose classroom is it? My classroom. My classroom. I own it. And if I want to be stealth, I'll be stealth. So in order, like I said, this setup isn't ideal. And so, but just in this scenario, in a way it's sort of good because it's showing that I can't circulate within this classroom. This is not a good functioning setup. I have to ask every single one of you, can I please interact with you? Can I please step into your space? And it is shifting the power from the teacher to the student. No-go zone. So how would we get around that right from the start?
Well, so you could have people seated like this, but you could have, in a bigger classroom.
Yeah, in an ideal
so like
situation.
In a U, maybe without this table here, so if we had like desks, then you could still get around easily inside. So imagine this desk and here we each have a desk.
Yeah. Yeah. So the layout of the classroom is important, and because it's your classroom, it's up to you to take responsibility for that. Another thing you can do is make sure that the kids place their bags in either one location, so you've always got access, because someone said before, we were talking about someone up the back misbehaving, or I think it was us, we were cheating. Right, as a teacher, I would need to get full access to you and to circulate to you. Now, whether it's just a simple, what are you guys up to sort of thing, I'm letting you know that I'm there and I'm on it. Okay, so it's really important. Just quickly, what do you think students get out of a teacher who circulates, or what don't they get out of a teacher who circulates?
They can ask questions.
Yeah, it's immediate help. You've got it there. It's not a far distance to travel. You're continuously doing it. You're always there. And yes.
It's a lot harder to slack off as well.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And this is one of the things that I found really interesting in lesson off was, if there's a pillar in your room, use it. Because if the kids don't know where you are, and I know this, you know, is a thing to say, but they're going to sort of be on their guard because they don't know where you are, and there's a better chance that they may rein in their behaviour at some because they don't know where you are. And you are in control. You need to be on top of any situation, especially if there's cheaters like us and disruptive students like Alex here. But it also gives the teacher, you know, she gets confidence from this as well, because she starts to build that rapport. I think someone said with the students. Well, circulating is a great way to build rapport because you're engaging with every student. And some days, you know, when you're circulating, you may engage more with some students than others, but at least you're able to do that by circulating. Okay, when should we circulate? Basically, within the first 5 minutes. You walk in that room, you say good day, and then you're on it. You let them know it's your room. It gives you not a sense of, you know, I'm going to use this power and destroy you all, but we could. But it does give the teacher confidence, and I think it gives the kids confidence too, to know that you're there if you need it. And, you know, some kids don't want to yell out all the time, like, I need help, you know, just quietly, if I need help. It helps with everyone involved in that if you're there. Look, it gives you control over the classroom, it gives you confidence, it helps with decisive actions, you're able to control behavioural issues if they arise, gives you a sense of unpredictability, and how you circulate is entirely up to you, but make sure it's continuous, it's fluid, and you're there for them as much as you can. And I just want to quickly tell you a story. Just quickly, this was true. Yesterday I was talking to some people, and I was talking to some year 8s, and this is what you're not meant to do. And the year 8s were asked, what sort of teachers do you pick on the most? And the kids said the cliffhangers. And everyone's going, what's a cliffhanger? Although I'm old and I wasn't meant to know. Apparently the cliffhangers are the teachers who don't go past a particular line. They do not venture into the classroom. They're scared. And they go like this around the room. Okay? So all I can say is circulate, 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 get in there amongst them, and don't make the kids pick on you for being a cliffhanger. All right?